And they do make these sharp, these steel things that have like a sharp point where you can stick in here and maneuver, and I just don't have any right now. So what you do is you kind of, I know what I gotta do. Come on, baby. You got it going. Come on. I gotta get this in further because what you do is you grab you put the nut on there and you kind of help it through, you know?
Yeah.
And you don't want to hit too much on this because you definitely don't want to take a hammer here because then you'll bust it and
Yeah.
and you'll be in a world of hurt there. And this is the hard part, just trying to get that in. Let me see if I can get a nut on here, just kind of put that through. Or, I know what, let me grab what's known as a dead blow hammer. And maybe that'll, I'm going to hit it here with a dead blow hammer to see if it'll come in. And this is what a dead blow hammer is. So it's all made out of plastic. There's a lot of sand and stuff in here. So,
yeah.
So when you hit, it transfers all the way, and you're not ruining anything. Hopefully, that's the main thing. It's going in. Oh yeah. Okay, so now what I can do is grab the nut and just kind of get it started. I'm not gonna it's definitely pulling it in now. If you look at here.
Yep.
Okay. And then we can manually get that, because remember we got to torque this down, so eventually, let's see. Okay. I'll leave it right there because we still got to torque it down. Now, gonna get this guy in. Okay. Come on. Okay. Gotcha. There we go. There you go. And that way you don't hurt anything, you know. The bottom one's going to be a little bit harder to get on because it's a little cockeyed, but we'll get it. That one can definitely use car show tonight here at Chick-fil-A, but
What's that?
there's a car show tonight at Chick-fil-A, but we're having some stuff at the church. All right. So this has, and I think I already said in a couple of videos, you know, you have a setting. The very first setting just kind of, it tightens it, but here I can't remember how many foot-pounds, so I just go to the very first one and just get them on there. Oop, fumble, wrong way. Now, what I do need to go check is whether we need to put this under load, whether we need to lift this up before we tighten this. I don't think so, but you may want to stop and let me go check that. All right. Okay. Oh, you know what? Fumbleina. What I gotta do is yeah. Let me do this. I gotta do this first. I gotta put the I guess it ain't gonna matter. I was thinking about putting this, but I can't put it on until I put this guy on. You know what I'm saying? So we can put this on right now. It's not gonna be a big deal. Let's see. It's gonna go like so. And these guys are right here. And all these guys do is just hold. They hold the rotor here on during, what do you call it? During production. So it's not sliding. So the workers don't have to mess with them, you know. And these bolts or these screws don't have to be on there all that tight. As a matter of fact, they were not on very tight when I took them off. God, that's awkward. Okay. Yeah. That's it. Just basically hand tighten these guys just to hold them on there. That's it. Okay, now I can put this guy on. I have my T-bolts here. That way I can just torque them down, you know, while they're all on there. I don't want to have to be okay. I'll leave that loose so that I can torque that down, or it gives me access to that.
That's the bottom one, bottom bolt.
Yeah, this is the bottom bolt for the. This is the caliper, and this is the bracket, caliper bracket. And this, guys, I can just. These I can tighten just a little bit. All right. These guys aren't totally tightened that much. Okay, now what I'm going to do is, what I'll probably do is turn this to the right, pull it up, torque those down, and then put the sensor on, torque that down, put this on, torque, then torque these. I'll have to turn it back out to be able to tighten these guys because I don't have the. So let me turn it to. Tell me when it's straight. And,
a little more, a little more. That's good. A little too right there. That looks good.
okay. So now what you do is you take another jack. And you put it right on the bottom of the lower A-arm. You're going to want it right on this guy right here. We're going to lift this sucker up. Right there. And just make sure nothing's getting squashed like this guy. This is okay. Okay. And you're supposed to lift this up all the way. Until it comes off of here. Should be.
Yeah, it's off.
It's off?
Yep.
Yep, there it is. So that's the load right there. Okay, so now those pinch bolts, they're called the 157 Newton meters. 157 Newton meters.
You turn on that light?
Oh,
Or are you gonna?
yeah. Turn that on.
What's that?
157, well, it's way up there. So this locks, you gotta pull it out to turn it. And then 157 is coming up, 156 Newton meters. 156 right there, and right there. The top number is foot-pounds, the bottom one is Newton meters. Newton meters, I know that's, the camera can see that.
It's pretty hard.
Hard to see that. Yeah, it's hard. Okay, and so now, let's see, should be able to get, and that was a, what was it? It was a 22, I think. Yeah. Let me get this short 22. Oop. That for plastic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hasn't clicked yet, so. Crap, you know what? Whoa. Let's see if I can get this one way out of here. Nope. It's just I don't have very much room in there.
Yeah.
You know? Guess what I could do is just get an extension. That way let me just get an extension. And, just so I can get it tight. Actually, I should probably just tighten it with the
To wrench?
ratchet.
Oh.
You know what? Let me do that. Let me just do that real quick. A lot easier. Okay. All right. Now let's try. Don't slip. because it's gonna hurt. There it is.
There's a click.
That's a nice, happy click. Let me stand it. Ooh. Okay. Right now, the caliper bracket. Where's that? Caliper mounting bolts are 137 Newton meters, so let's go down. God. 129 plus 7, right? Is that right?
136, yeah.
Actually, what is it? 137 plus, so it's 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 36, 37, so it's going to be 9?
Yeah.
Less? Okay, there we go. Alright, I need to turn the steering wheel all the way to the right. Okay. Alright. This is a different. That ain't it. It's not. It's a 21. It's a 19 need on there. This is a 22. Where did my 19 go? Is it over there? Okay, it's probably still in the deal over here. Oh yeah. Oh. Yep, it is. Let's see if I can get this. Oh yeah. Okay. Alright. Okay, now I just got to put the I'm going to hand tighten these guys because you can put 22 Newton meters on there real easy, and that one too. I'll hand tighten those. So let me put this up real quick. I need to use that out to torque the tires and then torque your, whatchamacallit. All right, let's see, what do I not need on here anymore? I don't need this guy anymore. Actually, let's see. 22, I'm gonna need them for the lug nuts. 21, this guy, don't need anymore. I don't need anymore. Just try to hurry up, you know, get this stuff out of the way. There. Okay, put this here. I'll tell you, man, you know how much easier it is to find stuff when you have a place where they go.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It just makes things so much easier. Remember when I was a technician, I had my own toolbox, and you know, guys would borrow stuff, right?
Yeah.
And I'd tell them, I said, dude, hey, look, I don't mind you borrowing stuff, but make sure you put it back
Where you got it from?
where you got it from. Okay? And of course, I could tell right away because deal. Just one glance, you know what I'm saying? One glance at the
Yeah.
box, and I knew where all the stuff, what was missing, what wasn't there, and all that stuff. Okay, I can let this down because this doesn't need, the rest of the stuff doesn't need to be, like these did not need to be on, you know, I
Unload.
didn't have to have on a load on that.
Yeah.
This out of the way. Man, it's always good to have two jacks, you know? Okay. Now, let me just put some gloves on. Okay. Almost done here, man. And we'll take it out for a test drive, and
Yeah.
if the wheel comes off, I guess you could blame me for it, right?
Yeah, I'll need to see your insurance policy before we leave the house.
It's definitely in the car. It's like when we did your brakes. Remember, we had taken off the brake and we couldn't get the thing. The hub was. We put it on there, right? Did we change the master?
The master cylinder? Yeah.
No, the booster. Remember?
Oh, the booster,
We
right.
changed the booster,
Yeah.
and it was like not. It was like, man, didn't feel right, man.
Yeah, and I didn't send it back in time, so I'm stuck
And
with it.
It was like, shit, this didn't seem right, you know?
Yeah, I wasted, what, $86 on it, I think?
Yeah. Okay, tighten. Let me put this guy in. I know I'm gonna block heads, or block views, but I'm gonna put this guy in because alright, goes there. There. Right. That's hard to.
So that's the ABS sensor?
Yes. Yeah. Whoa. You kidding me? That sucker was on there pretty tight. Okay. I don't think that's gonna come off. And then finally this guy. And then we do gotta torque this guy down, and that'll be the. Okay, that's on there. Alright. Put these up. What? Remember, Chris was over here and they're like, man, I don't have some crescent wrenches. Not crescent wrenches, vice grips. He goes, yeah, you do. Like, what? It's like right there, and you're looking through your drawer. Sure enough, man, he was right. What else can I put in? Gonna need this guy. All right. Here's the fun part. I'm going to turn it just a little bit that way because we got to torque that bad boy down.
Alright.
I'm just seeing if I got other tools that I can put in. Let me turn it to the right just a bit. Or rather to the left. And let me grab my 1/2 inch. Yeah, good. Okay. You know what? I put away the screwdriver that I'm going to need. All right. Okay. So that ball joint spindle nut, 242 foot-pounds or 328 newton meters. So let me turn it on. And let me go through, Newton meters, 328. Right there. Okay, let me grab the screwdriver that I put up over here. And you can do this several different ways. And that goes right there. So we're going to be torquing down this way.
Now, why are you putting the screwdriver thing there?
Because the this is going to want to turn when I torque it.
I see. Yeah.
Right? So, like right there. Actually, you know what? Let me grab a different socket here, which would be that's not going to be it. Nope, that's got to be it. All right, we got to use that one right there. All right. So, it's this one? No, it's this one. Okay. So you see how that's holding the thing from turning, right? All right, so here we go. Let's see. What the heck? That's not right.
You get changed?
Maybe it changed nothing. Let's try it again. Let's see what. That's weird. You know that?
Yeah. $338.8? That's not right.
Yeah, it was 300. It went a little bit over,
Yeah.
right? 300 and it's supposed to be 328, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right. I mean, it's on there. It's not gonna come loose. Let me just
Yeah.
do it again for good measure, just to make sure.
$322.2.
Good enough.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, now I'm gonna just knock this thing back down in there. I'll show you just. I'll spin it just so that you can see what I'm gonna. So there's a little groove there on the drive shaft. I don't know if you can see the groove on the drive shaft.
That bottom part, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm going to bring it on top because we're going to have to knock that in so that it really doesn't come undone. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So right there, I'm going to knock it in. And the way you do that is you grab one of these guys.
Is that like a punch?
Yeah, I'm going to do it with that. I should have enough room with this one. If not, I have another, trusting hammer. And you need to move the light over. And that's it.
Yeah.
And technically, I should have used a new nut, but that'll work. It's not going to come off.
So you knock this part in
Into that little groove
to hold the
so that
groove
the
there.
nut doesn't come
Right.
undone.
All right.
Because there is a lot of torque on that while you're cruising down the street. Burning rubber and
Yeah.
on a front wheel drive car.
Yeah, like on my CRX with its 98 horsepower? No, 102 I think. 105 maybe.
100 what?
I think it's 102 horsepower. Maybe 105,
Shit, that's
I don't
not bad.
remember.
It's better than nothing, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I don't need this anymore. I don't need this anymore. I do need that. I don't need this. I do need that guy. Let me put this up. So yeah. Hopefully, okay, so now, just check. We did torque these guys. We torqued those two. We put the sensor back on. Oh, gotta clip that guy right there. Torque that guy. Now I'm just gonna turn it right.
Right or left?
I'm sorry, to the left, rather. And put on the tire. And then we'll torque down the bolts.
Right.
And then
The test drive.
it'll be the moment of truth.
Yep.
You know, whether it'll work or not, it's a different story. All right, let's see. So I hate to, I go through these things like they're,
Yep. Like they're free.
and man, I think I got a low leak on that tire in the back. I'm gonna have to take it in Monday and.
On this car?
Yeah, it was at like 19 psi.
What's supposed to be?
Yeah, 35. I'll look at it right now. Yeah, I put air in it this morning when I got in it.
Yeah.
I was like, man, this thing is low. You know, and all right. Well, it was a lot more difficult than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Just because we couldn't get the get that race off. You know?
Right.
You know, in hindsight, we'd already be done.
Yeah.
If I would have just bought a new one. We'd be driving around.
Yep.
All right, the tire's right behind you. And I think that for that one over there, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to
take the easy way.
Take the easy way and say the heck with it. And, you know. All right, let's see. So, that one. This is the hard part, is lifting this. All right. There. Again, here you don't, the way you're supposed to do the torque on this is you tighten them somewhat loosely.
Yeah.
Somewhat loosely like that. Get this out of the way. All right. And I mean, you could have done it by hand, right? But anyway, just loosely like that. Now we take the jacks off, lower the car, and then come in
And
with
then do
the
with
torque.
the torque.
And I believe it's 94 foot-pounds. So let me set that. Actually, let me go ahead and do this number. Get this out of the way. Careful. And is it off the Jackson?
Yes.
All right. So get them out of the way. Then you always do once over to make sure you didn't leave like a jack stand up here where
it'll
where
rip.
you lower it and it'll rip off the bumper.
Right.
And who did that happen to? My buddy Chris. When he was a mechanic.
Chris, a mechanic.
Yeah, man. And you can lay down. You can do this to about right there where it's a lot of the weight's on it.
It's just touching.
Okay. And I can, you know what? I can lay it down some more. There you go. Okay, now. If I'm not mistaken, it's 194 foot-pounds. So 90 is, that's 94. And this guy. And all right, so that hole right there, this little ball should go in that hole.
All right.
Okay, now why? Okay, you got to press this in. It won't come out.
Release it, right.
Okay, to get it out. Okay.
Yep.
And that's the reason why you want that, so it doesn't come loose. And you can pull it out when. Okay, so they're done. And don't forget that.
Yeah, I was about to ask.
Like, don't leave it on there because
what is that?
you lose it. And it's like,
oh, is that security?
that's a security. And
Yeah.
what'll happen is you'll get a flat.
And then no takey off
You
the.
can't take it off.
Yep.
And I mean, you can. There's, you can just. There's a way to. They make these sockets that go over, and then you just
Right.
you destroy the safety thing. But to get those, all right, hang on. Let me. Let me put this up. All right. Put this out of the way. So it's time to take this out for a test drive, and hopefully it all stays together, doesn't fall apart. We come back in one piece. We do that right here. All right, I'm gonna get this out of the way.
And how does that come off that security lug or whatever?
We just pull it off.
Oh.
It's just hanging on right now by
Oh yeah.
some gravity. All right, let's see. And that guy goes inside my.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it goes in here, man.
The good stuff.
Yep. And now let me just relower it all the way. And I gotta make sure that plastic thing doesn't get stuck underneath there. That's all right, coming your way. And that's pretty much it. I mean, again, we would have already been test driving it
Yeah.
if I would have just bought a brand new hub. And I just, the OEM is not very expensive. It's, I want to say $79.
Yeah.
Just to save you the aggravation. Okay, I saved $79. Right? All right, so let me leave that there. Let me get the keys to my wife's car. Let me move that out of the way.
All right.
And then we'll go for a cruise, right?
I'll be right back.
All right. I think your door's still open. Show me that. So basically what was happening was at about 40 miles an hour, we were starting to get a buzz, a humming noise, which is typical of a bearing. And when you would turn left, it would get louder, which is an indication that your right front bearing's going bad, because then when you turn back to the right, it unloads and the noise would go away. All right, likewise, if you turn right and you hear a noise over here, and then you turn left and it goes away, then it's this guy. Okay, so right now I'm just going to go down here. I'm going to go make sure the car stops. That's a good sign. I guess we could like clean. I have not driven this car in a while.
Yeah.
It's and definitely it needs a wash really bad, and hopefully I can do that tomorrow. So this has a whole totally new front end, new suspension, new struts, new lower A-arms, new. All right, well, it's not falling apart. Let's go to the right. We would already heard a bang or something. Let's go this way. And we'll find out here. I don't know if the noise is going to be able to be heard in the camera.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only bad thing. There's a car coming over there. I need to have a clear shot to take it up to about 40 miles an hour. So let's see what'll happen here. All right, here we go. Okay, no buzzing, no.
Nope.
So it's gone. And now if I were to do that, it would go before, and now it's not.
So fixed.
Yes. I guess the noise is gone.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time before the left one starts to go bad, because that's 136. The car has 136,881 miles on it, all original. We're the only owners, have been the only owners of this car, of this vehicle, and it still, has.
Yeah.
It's still in really good shape. I hate to get rid of it to get into a car payment, although I'm thinking about buying a Toyota truck. I got a Toyota van.
Right.
And thinking about it, but I don't know. It's just so there it is. All right. I guess car fixed.
Yep. So if you take him to the dealership, how much do you think it would have been?
Probably $500. I still need to take it in. I'm going to call Monday and see if I can maybe take it in Monday to have them check the alignment.
Yeah.
I got to do just a check because I've changed all that stuff.
Right.
And then that's it. It's done.
That's done.
Yeah.
All right.
Okie dokie.